because I like the marriage and family stuff, but I think we really need to educate, even if they're adults, because how many of our clients still have relationships with a mom or a sister or brother or somebody? Let's educate them on this because they need to understand. So it's not mom saying, he just kid, I don't understand what's wrong with him. I tried everything. Or I don't get the disability, I'm not going to try to get the disability, I'm just going to expect them to perform to this standard. This is the people that can provide the biggest support for these individuals in their life. The more we can educate them, the better off we can be in intervening in these cases because we have more support then. And coordination of care. How many of you guys, I know this never happens, have a client tell you something and then you talk to another professional who works with that person and the story's entirely different? Never happens, right? That gets lots of smiles. It happens. Willful, malingering, confabulation, information there one day and not the other. I don't know. And it matters to an extent, but to another extent, just what matters is that we're on the same page. Because if I'm working with this individual to try to change this relationship because I as a therapist believe this relationship's very dangerous for them and I'm worried for their safety, and this other professional knows nothing about what's going on and thinks it's the best relationship ever and is strongly encouraging it, we're just wasting everyone's time. We need to be on the same page. Approach it from a multi-pronged approach. And good timing. One of my favorite things, our education system. In case you can't read it, for fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. By Einstein, one of my favorites. That should be it for me. Questions? I even left time for questions, yay. Yes?
I'm just really about diagnosis. When you suspect, especially because fetal alcohol spectrum is based on in utero exposure. When you have older, I work with youth, or even adults, and they have nothing out there for them, how can you get them the resources without the diagnosis? And say they've got a whole string of diagnoses in psychiatry, but nobody seems to have thought about FAS.
And great point. When we see this whole string of diagnoses, let's look at, is it really this whole string or do we have an underlying FAS? And if we do, how do we get it diagnosed? We can try, we can take them to the U, we can call MOFAS, see what kind of resources they have for us to get them diagnosed. It might or might not be possible. If it's possible, great. If not,
what would keep it from being possible?
Well, MOFAS finds that probably less than half of the people that are referred to their clinic are actually diagnosed with FASD. So we might suspect it, we might know there's some impact, but if they can directly relate it or not is a different thing. So not everyone who has these issues is necessarily FASD. Insurance can be an issue, proper documentation, history, knowing for sure if mom drank, all these factors get in the way. So knowing we do have those wonderful, not otherwise specified, we have neurodevelopmental delay, other things that we can categorize to help get them disability services without the official FASD diagnosis when not possible. But I do actually believe that is changing. As we talked about earlier, it is getting more out there. I do believe there will come a day where it's in the DSM 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, wherever. But I do believe it will be in there and more easy to diagnose, just not there yet. Other questions? Thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.